almost everything that we do, it does boil down to it. It's going to determine what type of children you're going to have, how educated they are, what kind of a school they're going to be able to go into, whether you'll be able to give them some extracurricular activities if you want to be able to teach them piano or karate lessons, or no matter what, you got to buy uniforms. It does boil down to, like you said, you're eating what you put in your body, because it's so easy to eat garbage. It's so cheap to eat garbage, but then it's so much more expensive when you want to put good things in your body. If you're trying to go to Whole Foods and all that, you see what their prices like. It's not like the same stuff you're gonna find at Aldi or whatever. It's not the same, but it's not the same quality either. It's going to determine how your ride is going to work. If your seat is comfortable, if your back is going to hurt because you got a plush vehicle. So yeah, every
Is that
aspect.
check engine light on? Is them brakes rubbing? Do I hear them brakes scraping on the rotor?
Yeah, and all of that just adds to stress. You got to worry about all that, or just your way to work.
But smooth. But see, here's something interesting. You know, and thank you, Ali, for putting that in the chat because I was thinking the same thing. You know, we prioritize money to the point that we've forgotten everything else about how to balance and structure our lives, whether from working out to eating to our social relationship, our ability to engage in other things that don't necessarily focus, you know, and put us in tunnel vision to just make money, but other areas that potentially open doors and opportunities, you know, to land in other ventures that potentially create other ventures, other streamlines of money, right? And I think that that component right there, it's has us all off balance because once upon a time, like we could lean on each other. We had a better community or a better system of living. Everybody is just an individual. You're a number in a pod, and you need to figure it out all by yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that's like the worst mentality because you can't duplicate yourself 20, 30,
Yeah,
50 folds unless you're working with a community of other people who are also trying to achieve the same thing and you're trying to do something through either group economics, right? Or you're pooling your money together in order to achieve other projects or you know um, garner land, property, businesses, etc. I just think that you doing it all by yourself is sometimes it takes the long haul. I mean, it's the most appreciated and respected, but I mean, if you look at any other communities who are thriving and doing well, they're typically leaning on one another and helping one another.
and the society
Um,
messed it up like that, right? Because you can't even we can't behave like we used to as men. We can't live off the land like we used to. We're not set up like that. First of us, none of us know what the hell we're doing. If we came into Walking Dead days, what are we going to do? Most of us are going to die because we don't know how to survive. We can't build anymore. We don't know how to
Damn sure
farm.
can't. Damn sure
Like
can't hunt.
you're right about
most of us
that.
can't fight.
Can't hunt,
Like
can't fish, can't fight,
what we
can't
gonna
build,
do? It's nothing that we can even
don't know what
can
food.
do to survive. So with that, we all became specialists at like one craft, and we know how to do that. And then once your boss or your company you're working for takes that away from you, you are deemed virtually useless because you have no other means of survival. That's how society has softened us up so bad. Like before, we would be able to do what we do. We could handle our whole household. If we had to work on something, we could do that. We could fix whatever we needed to. We could do all trades as men. We knew how to do so much, or we definitely knew how to barter it better. But once that's taken away from us, we're crippled and we don't know what to do. We waiting on unemployment, and then when that run out, it's over.
What you about to say, B man?
Yeah, yeah. I
So
don't.
yeah, so what I was gonna say was, I like what Shan was saying, but at the same time, I kind of want to jump on kind of what Sean was on because, I think yes, I mean we always prioritize money. Money is usually the biggest priority that most people, especially in our country, focus on. But I think the biggest thing, I think we more so focus on whatever we're deficient of. I think that's the biggest thing, what we're deficient of. And the majority of the people, they're deficient in the amount of money that they have. So that is their issue. But in other circumstances, that may not be the primary deficiency that's the biggest issue. I'll tell you this, as a former football player, athlete, you know, I'm healthy as an ox. I check all the boxes like Shan was saying with the doctors, all that kind of stuff, healthy as hell. Now I was in the gym working out, I was warming up on the squat rack and everything, just doing lightweight, just warming up. And my back went out on me. I had an issue with my spine. Something happened with a nerve. I put that weight down, try to stretch it out, make sure everything was good. Next thing I know, I can't walk. I can't move. Can't even get in the car to get home. Next day, I can't get out of bed. I can't move. You think I'm thinking about money? You think I'm thinking about like, oh man, money can take care of this? No. Now I'm thinking about my mortality. I'm thinking about, am I going to walk again? I'm thinking about, I'm too young and too healthy and too strong not to be able to move. Now you're thinking about like, damn, how serious is this? Like, what, how can I get better quick? All you're thinking about is your health in that moment. All you're thinking about is all the things you can't do and all the things that you normally could do that you won't be able to do right now. All you're thinking about is, how am I going to be able to get out of this building? How am I going to get to my car? How am I going to get to my home? Because you're just so used to walking upright, doing what you normally do, running around, getting in your car, running the streets. You don't think about that when if you were to get shot, if you got into an accident. I broke my ankle a few years ago. I couldn't move. I mean, clear break. You just think about all the things you had planned, gone. Can't do that shit. I had to be on set to do a movie. I can't move. Can't go nowhere. What do you do? So you have that, you're not thinking about money when you have a family member talking about deleting themselves. They're going through all sorts of mental pain, anguish. Their brain is going in a roller coaster. And the rest of your family is in the emotional roller coaster too, because you don't know what they're about to do. You're not thinking about how much money am I bringing in today. You're not thinking about what your boss said. You're not thinking about, did I sell enough product today? No, you're thinking about your family member. And when you got somebody that is diminishing and then dying because of something, being sick or whatever, you're not thinking about how much money, because if you have all the money in the world, you can get the best doctors, you can get the best surgeons, you can get the best wing, you can donate money to the wing of the damn hospital. That's not going to keep your family member from being in hospice and going away.